Hello once again, this is SirLarix, and I am back with you for episode number 7 of the Minecraft Let's Play series. And as you can see in the background, I finished the greenhouse. I think it looks really cool. I am very pleased with it. And I'm going to show you guys how it turned out. First things first though, we planted our nether wart. So we have a nice selection of farms here. Very cool. Very satisfied with that. But let's go on around and take a look at this greenhouse. I think it turned out really nicely, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do. We did a couple of things. We used the new iron trapdoors here as a detail. It took a lot of iron. It took like a stack and a little bit more of ingots to do this, but we have a ton of iron, so I don't really mind using that. And then I think it kind of gives you a nice shape here, especially when you kind of look at it from this side. It sort of adds to that curve that we have going on there, which is difficult. It's difficult to make some sort of curved type building in this game, but I think that worked out pretty well. If we hop up on top, I'll show you the redstone feature. First one, you have a daylight sensor here. Actually two. We only needed one, but I kind of like the symmetry. Basically, when the sun is hitting this, it's on, which inverts this torch, and the lamp below is off. When the sun goes down, these go off and these redstone torches turn back on. The lamps come on, so our greenhouse is always well lit and everything looks really cool. And with this white glass pane look that we went for, this is really bright. It looks really vivid when it's nighttime, so we may check that out if we're still around here at nighttime. I'm not sure if we will be or not, but that's okay. And if we come around here, come into the inside, you can see what we've done. We've mixed in some of the new coarse dirt with regular dirt just to kind of give this a little more of an interesting feel. And then we just have our melons and pumpkins growing on both sides. And I've set up a piston system here with sticky pistons and iron bars, which will crush these items. So we can do that. Turns them into a drop. We can store them right in our chest here. Oh, the pumpkin's growing very quickly. Same thing on this side with our melons. So we can definitely do that. Place our melons in the chest. And we have plenty of supplies. We have all the melons and pumpkins we could ever need. This is not a huge farm, but we really don't need... Honestly, we really don't need a lot of melons or pumpkins for anything. It's just nice to have them. And this will give us plenty as we need be. So, very cool, very satisfied with how this has all turned out. And I think this all looks really nice together. So let's come over here. Maybe we'll come down here, pillar up just a bit. Can we do that, please? There we go. Pillar up and just take a nice look at this. And as a whole, I think this farming area is looking pretty cool. We still have some extra work to do around here. Namely a tree farm. We're going to do that fishing shack that we've talked about several times. And I'm also probably going to do maybe a little bit of a flower farm as well for these too tall flowers. So we can make dyes and we can make extra flowers out of those. So that will be pretty cool also. Let us get out of the water though. And decide what we're going to do today. I'm really not sure yet. I knew I wanted to show you guys that since we got it finished. That took a little bit of time to get set up. Most of that time was building though. I had the piston system in mind already for crushing everything, and I wanted to just make sure that we had a nice setup that sort of matched our build style that we've gone with here for this particular area. But let's think about what we want to do today. As you can see, this is all kind of a jumbled mess. We have just stuff everywhere. I need to work on some storage, but I don't think we're going to get to that today. I think that's kind of a bigger project that I'm not really sure what I want to do with yet. I kind of have in mind... I know I've mentioned building this tower in the center of the pond here several times. I think that's what we're going to do, and I have that in mind, that all of these areas, our farms and everything, will eventually be automated, skeleton spawner, whatever, and sort all of their items into this central tower location. That's sort of maybe a long-term goal for this area and for this series. I think it would be kind of cool to do. It's going to require a lot of work and a lot of resources, and I don't know just exactly how fast we're going to do that. But one of the other things that I would really like to do in this series is, by the end of the series, or whenever I feel like I need to move on, I want to have at least one stack of almost every item in the game. Obviously, you can't stack picks and things, but maybe we can try to get one of each enchantment at least. But just have a stack of everything. So we've got a stack of dirt, stack of sand, stack of birch wood, birch logs. You know, and basically find a way to sort of explore our entire world. And I think if you had that, you could say that you've mastered this world. You've conquered it. Maybe it's time to move on. So that might be the goal. I don't know if that's even realistic or not. I've never really tried to do something like that, but I thought that could be kind of fun to see if that would be a possibility. So we might try to think about that a little further as well. Okay. I wanted to see how far this would go if we were able to come over here. We need obviously some more slabs if we're going to do this, to extend our dock on down, but it looks like we would even have room for an additional farm on each side. Perhaps maybe we eventually get some mycelium. We could have mushrooms growing down here as well. That might be pretty cool. But let's think about today. I want to do a tree farm, and we're going to put the tree farm over in this area somewhere, maybe up on this hill slightly. We might flatten out just a tiny bit of this, maybe like this little knoll here. We might bring it down to this level and have our tree farm here. And we obviously have birch wood and we have oak wood right now. I would kind of like to find some more wood. I'd like to find some spruce or maybe some dark oak, and we haven't done that yet, and I think that's what we're going to do today. I think we're just going to explore a little bit. Maybe once every 10 episodes or so, who knows, we might go out and do a little exploration. I'm hanging around here right now because I want you guys to see how this works with the lights. Takes a little bit longer than you would think for them to come on. The sun really kind of has to be fully set for them to turn on. But if we come down here, we should be able to see it quite nicely, I think. Maybe we'll just come on around this way. Let's try to get a nice view here. I don't know. Maybe we'll stand right here. This is probably good. So there we go. You see their lights kicked on. Very, very, very cool the way this works. I'm pretty satisfied with how it turns out, and I think this takes a second to kind of kick off fully. But we have a nice, well-lit building here, and I think that really bright white glass looks pretty cool. But yeah, I think we're just gonna go do a little exploration today, and we'll just run along. Do I have everything I need? I sure don't. Maybe I should get some torches, and let's see about maybe trying to find a horse while we're on our way. That could be cool as well. Do we have string? We do. Let's get a couple more pieces of string. What else would we need for our journey? We should maybe get we got plenty of food. I was going to say we should maybe get some carrots to take with us for the horses. Maybe we'll just take some sugar instead. Do we have some slime balls? We do. Let's make some leads. We'll probably grab a let's see, how do you do this? Like this, right? Yeah, there we go. Plenty of leads. We'll probably grab some saddles and stuff as well. Do we really need anything else? Let's take a fence post or two in case we need to hitch up a horse if we get lucky enough to find a cool one. Let's put that in the chest where it belongs. What else might we need for our journey? Probably just some torches would be okay. So let's go ahead and make ourselves some of those. We should have some coal. We do. And I don't know if we'll actually need many of these torches or not, but if we do, we will have them. I've taken most of the rest of my armor off, so we'll leave that. I guess we'll just go exploring at night. I'm not worried too much about mobs. We'll see how it goes. And we're going to try to hug the coast here, and maybe we'll find one of the new water temples as well. That could be cool. Let's just go with the saddle. Too worried about horse armor. We may not even find a horse, but certain horses look better with horse armor versus not. So let's head on down the coast here, see what we can find. Lots of sheep. We should get ourselves a sheep farm going. We'd like to get some more dye together. A lot of the dyes we haven't even found yet. I haven't really been trying, mind you, to get those. We don't have really much clay or any use to be dyeing all those things right now. So we may work on that later. Then we'll just grab some stuff as we go. So let's grab a couple of these rose bushes. Is that a witch? Nope. Thought there was a witch up there in the woods going to attack us. Let's grab a couple of these lilacs as well. And we'll just snag what we see along the way. I'm not worried about food. We should have plenty of food available to us, and we have our fire aspect sword, so anything that we might need we should be able to get right away. Nothing much doing around here though. Do we want to, should I make a bed and take that with us? I don't know if it's a good idea to travel at night just for video purposes or not. What to do? I think we'll be okay. Think we can make this work. Oh, hello zombies. What say you? Nothing. And you dropped a potato. Very good. So yeah, we are doing a lot of stuff here, having a lot of fun with this world so far. Actually, one of the things that, at least for me, playing Minecraft, I find it's easy sometimes to get a little burnt out on this game. What in the world is that? There's a zombie in full iron armor here almost. Drop me a piece of that. Why don't you? Nothing. Alright. Well, we got 3 peonies here from the shoreline. I guess those were just stuck there. Well, then maybe let's just plant this one. I don't really need all 3 of those. That's fine. Eat up some food. But I find it can be a little easy sometimes to get burnt out on this if you aren't careful. A lot of the projects that I see people try to do in this game are things like, I'm going to dig an entire chunk all the way out from the ground up. We're going to dig out a whole 16 by 16 chunk all the way down to bedrock. Oh, I hear a baby zombie. Get you stuck up there. Oh. These are probably dangerous to kill with the fire aspect too. They might be able to run up on you and light you on fire pretty fast. I've never really thought about that, I guess, but yeah, there's I see a lot of that, or people, hey, I'm going to build the entire city from insert famous television show here or whatever it is. And those things are cool, but a lot of the time I think it's easy to set yourself up maybe for a little disappointment, or in some way not... Do I hear skeletons over here? Okay. In some way not at least give yourself the best chance to have fun. I think you should probably have some plans if you're going to build a world or try to do a series or something like that, you know, I think you need some plan, but I think you also need some spontaneity. You need to be able to just go out and go caving and have a good time. You know, relax, see something different. You never know what you're going to see in this game. And you know, I think being able to do that kind of stuff is cool. And so that's what we're going to try to do in this series. As well, just do a little bit more exploration and more of a variety of things, I guess, instead of just running along and trying to build the biggest castle or anything like that. There is a village, so that's really cool. I think maybe we might, I don't know if we should hang out back here and wait until the sun comes up, or maybe like all those villagers are already dead. Maybe we got too close already. Oh, he dropped us some boots that are nowhere near as good as the boots we have. I'm not going to worry about that. I hope that's not actually being attacked by zombies already. Oh, and there's a flower forest right here. Okay, this is really cool. I did not expect to run into this. This isn't even really what I was looking for. I haven't even been paying attention out here to see if there's maybe one of those underwater temples. And we're very, very ill-equipped to take one of those on anyway. Oh, and there's bunnies. There's bunnies over here, and we're about to die. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Sweet. Alright, well this was actually kind of a promising trip. I forgot about the bunnies. Hey, what's going on? I don't have any carrots for you. Maybe we can find some carrots in this village. You can have that stuff for now. Yeah, maybe there's some carrots over here. We can actually... I assume you use carrots to tame these. That would make the most sense. Yeah, maybe we can do that. Are there villagers? Yeah, there are still villagers here. So this didn't get absolutely destroyed in a zombie raid or anything. Oh, even more bunnies. Look at all these different colors. Hello. Hello, bunny. These things are so friendly. They don't really seem to make a lot of sound, though. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of flowers here that we can get. This would be a really good place to build a flower farm as well. Flower forest is very, very cool. I don't really see any other different trees or anything around, so let's go check out this village actually and see if there's anything good down here for us. I didn't really see a blacksmith, but I wasn't looking all that closely. Doesn't look like we're going to find one though. It's kind of a small village. That's okay. Hello, anybody in here? Did I walk right past you or did you just come in? Butcher. Lots of meat. I can't actually do any trades with that guy because of my flame sword, fire aspect sword. I'm not going to be able to get raw meat. I guess I could kill things with an axe if I needed to. Librarian, paper for emeralds, knockback 2 book. Not such a good book, man. Not such a good book. What do we have? Cleric here. Not enough zombie flesh. We have a ton of zombie flesh back at the base, though. So we could definitely do some trading with these guys. Nothing much in there. Here's another librarian. Maybe you have a better deal for us. 27 again. Another book. Sharpness 5. Holy smokes. Is that you? What do you have? Power 1 book. Okay. Sharpness 5 book. That's a pretty solid deal too. Look at that. 19 emeralds. Oh, there's another librarian. What's this guy have? 19 emeralds for power 1. Yeah, this guy's got you beat on price, man. More librarians. What do we have out here? 27, 10, blast protection 2. Not really what I want. Not so good. Not nearly as good as the sharpness 5. Oh, get unstuck. Sharpness 5 is pretty good. Those are not easy books to come by. We might need to do a little trading here. Where does that guy? I want to protect him at the very least from getting killed. Was it this guy? Sharpness 5. What can I do to protect you very, very quickly? Can we shove you in a house maybe over here? And keep you safe from enemies? I don't know if we can get him over there in a house. We can block it off if we can get him in there. And then we'll at least have this guy. I'm not so concerned about these other villagers. This is the most exciting thing I've done all day. Here, get in there. You stay there. Perfect. Let's put... Can we get a torch on the inside of your house for you? There you go. Nothing should spawn in there. Maybe we'll make sure nothing will spawn on the roof as well. This guy is going to be pretty valuable, I think. I would not mind at all having sharpness 5 on my sword. Okay. Alright, I think he's relatively safe. Maybe we should put one more piece right there. Sorry to block you in and starve you to death, Mr. Villager, but I don't want to, don't really want to lose that book trade. What do we have? Nothing here. Did we check? I think we checked this guy already. Hey, come back. Power 1. Yeah, you were the disappointment of the village. We checked this guy as well. Knockback 2. Look at that. 31 emeralds. You have the worst. I would take a Power 1 before I would take your Knockback 2 book. That's terrible, dude. Horrible. Horrible business sense you have. Okay. I don't really see anything else around here. That's really cool, though. That's good to know. We have a nice villager with a great book trade. And we have a ton of sugarcane back at the base as well. So we could trade up really nicely with that guy and get some good sharpness 5 tools going. Hello, more rabbits. I forgot to look for carrots. I don't remember really seeing any though. Let's take a look really quickly. Are there carrots? These carrots are potatoes. Definitely potatoes. Unfortunately, looks like we're out of luck on that front. That's alright. Let's head on around the coast here and see if we can find anything else cool. I still would like to find maybe at least one other different type of tree, but I'm not going to be really upset about what we did find there. That's all pretty good. It's another really cool pond here too, next to the flower forest. And the cool thing about the flower forest is if you're going to build a flower farm, these flowers will always be on this block, basically, in the flower forest. So this is always going to be an orange tulip. This is always going to be an allium every time. So if I bone meal this over and over, we're either going to get grass or we're going to get that flower. Oh, there's all kinds of them on the ground here. And so if you find a patch, if I find, like, say this patch of allium right here, I can set up a dispenser and some bone meal, and we're always going to get those flowers right there. So that is cool. Like we've got some sort of chunk issue up ahead. It's that like half waterfall thing I saw in the distance. There we go. Oh, that is a crazy looking mountain right there. I don't know if that's in Extreme Hills or not. But if it is, then we should be able to find some spruce trees, hopefully. Very good. It's not really, it doesn't really look like much of anything, to be honest. Let's go on around and see what we can find. This just looks like a huge mountain in the middle of nowhere. I don't even think there's a good way to get around this mountain. I guess maybe we can just swim around this side, see if we can find anything good. And then we're probably going to get close to wrapping this up for this episode. Oh, there is some spruce over here. So our journey took us to a village. It took us to this crazy... Look at that waterfall. That's a crazy looking waterfall right there. That is huge. And we did find one of the tree types that we wanted. And actually, of all the tree types, I think this is my favorite for using a tree farm with, especially since you can grow the 2x2 spruce trees now. These are very, very, very handy to have around. You can get a substantial amount of wood in a very, very short period of time by growing those. So let's take a peek. Hello, cat. I hear you, buddy. Recording a video. You could wait a second before you start meowing in my ear. That would be cool. Let's take a peek around. We'll let that despawn. Maybe we'll see if we can't spot anything out in the ocean here. Doesn't really look like it too much in this area. So maybe we'll go back and pick up some saplings. We don't need many. We just need one or two to go ahead and get some spruce trees growing back at the base. And we'll get that tree farm set up. I think that's probably going to be a big project for the next episode. And we should be able to set up a pretty cool, pretty useful tree farm in a kind of a smaller space there nearby. And it should be pretty good for us. Did we get even a single sapling here? There's one. Just chop down a few of these leaves. Hopefully, we'll at least get a couple. There's 2. There's 3, 4, 5. These spruce trees drop a lot of saplings in general. So the cool thing about it too is even if you build one of those very large 2x2 trees, or grow one, I guess, you're not really building it, but if you do that, you will almost always get like way more saplings back from it than you actually put into it. If you have 6 saplings now, that's plenty. That's really more than enough. 20 logs, I'm not really even worried about the amount of logs. I just want to check around here on the side of this and see. We'll just take a peek out in the ocean and see if we can see anything cool. Oh, there's an interesting cave. Of course, we can get some emeralds here from this biome now as well. So, got some nice stuff around. Lots of variety nearby our home. And how far out are we? Not even 1,000 blocks out, so this is not bad at all as far as location is concerned or anything like that. So I think we've got some cool stuff going on here. Let's see what else is around. This is kind of a cool little area too. I really like how these have all these little peaks on them. Like this is kind of a neat little way that this sort of hops around from hilltop to hilltop. Take a little fall damage. Why not? I got feather falling now. It doesn't even matter anymore. All right, let's see what else we've got around. Anything down here? Not really. I don't know. I assume these water temples probably have to spawn in the deeper areas of the ocean. I don't know if they spawn like nearby land masses at all, or if it's just if it's just kind of random how it works. I don't really know what the spawn mechanics are for those at all, but I don't really see anything around here, so I think we're going to follow this back around and head on back home. I'm going to wrap it up for today's episode. So we'll try to mix it up. Like I said, we'll have some exploration episodes like this. We'll have some building stuff and just a nice mix. But finally, while I'm saying all this stuff to wrap it up, the reason I'm saying that is because I really do appreciate all the comments and subscriptions and views and all this stuff. Everybody, if you're doing a video series like this, obviously, you'd like to share it with people. You hope people are going to watch it and enjoy it. And it makes you feel good. It does. It makes you feel good if anybody says anything nice or has anything nice to say, or takes a second to leave a like or anything. That's really cool. I'm not gonna be asking for that stuff. I don't really care that much in the sense of, hey, look at me and look at my channel and all that. That's not why I'm doing this, but at the same time, I think anybody being realistic still does appreciate it when anything like that happens. So I thank you very much for it, and you guys have been so cool already, even in the very early stages of my channel, and that's awesome. So thank you guys again. I'm heading back. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.